Well, we're excited to start league play. It's basically a 9-week sprint here. Every team plays Thursday, Saturday for the next 9 weeks. We don't have the byes like we've had in recent years. So we've had a couple good days of practice and looking forward to a very good challenge against Eastern Illinois on Thursday night.
How much stock do you put in Eastern Illinois' record? I mean, they've gotten some close losses, Marquette and Nebraska, over the big teams and even beating Illinois in their exhibition. So how much stock do you put into their record?
I don't ever put any stock in the record. If you watch them play, they have a very talented team, multiple guys who can score it. I think Goodwin, a returning guard, can really score at all three levels for him. Dama in the post is a dominant force with his athleticism, ability to rebound and block shots, has a really nice jump hook down there in the post as well. Terrell Lewis has been one of the best point guards in the league for a long time now. And then I think the two junior college players they added in Starks and Jackson are terrific players.
How do you feel about the way your team has progressed so far?
Well, I think we're getting better. I think like every team in America is still searching for some consistency in some areas, but I think our guys have really done a nice job in their preparation for games, then go out and play extremely hard, very unselfish team. I think we've shown in stretches some explosiveness at the offensive end of the floor, but it's all predicated on our ability to defend and rebound, and we've got to keep getting better there.
At the practices that I've been able to attend, it seems like there's more intensity this year than there was last year. Would you agree with that, or?
I don't compare teams.
Okay.
Just coaching this team, they've been a really fun group to coach because they work their tails off every single day. I think we've had good leadership from them, and I think there's a strong desire to get better. I know I've talked about it in a lot of our press conferences, but I think one of the things I've really enjoyed about this team, we've had a couple setbacks, but from each one of them we come back and the guys are hungry to learn and get better from those mistakes that we've made in games, whether they're wins or losses. So I think it's a team that's still getting better every time we take the floor. A lot of room for improvement, but when your guys are hungry and want to learn and want to get better, gives you an opportunity to keep showing improvement as a team.
One of the things you talked about before last week was the experience that Eastern Illinois brought. They got the 4 seniors, and then a lot of their scoring comes from juniors as well. How big is the experience coming into league play for the players that know that they've been there before?
I don't know. I mean, I think experience certainly helps, but at the end of the day, you got to take the floor and play. So they have good players. I think they do a really good job with their pressure defense. They're forcing almost 16 turnovers a game. Really deserved to win that Marquette game. They led the whole way, dominated from start to finish. So they'll bring plenty of firepower, guys who can really score, and we'll have to be very locked in defensively.
Coach, there's a lot of things that'll make a coach happy when he starts looking at that stat sheet, but one of the ones that just kind of continues to jump out to me is defending without fouling. You guys are top 50 in the country. And that's been the one thing I think that's really struck me as a great revelation for this team this year.
Well, it's been a key stat for us for multiple reasons. Number one, obviously you don't want to put the other team on the line, and likewise we want to get to the line as much as we can. But the other thing is we just can't afford the foul trouble. You know, I think you've seen a couple instances where, say, a Terrell was in foul trouble, or even the other night at Detroit. I mean, we had 4 starters with 2 fouls in the first half. So it's just such an important stat, and we want to do a good job with that at both ends of the floor.
How do you think the two teams, your team and Eastern Illinois, match up? I mean, position-wise.
Well, I mean, like I said, I think they're very talented. I love our team. I think we have an opportunity to continue to get better. That's what I'm excited about with our team. We keep getting better every time out, and I think that starts with our practice habits, our work habits outside of practice, our unselfishness as a team, and just the fun style of play our guys have really bought into. But Eastern Illinois, I think, they certainly present a lot of challenges just with their ability to score, their ability to put the pressure on you defensively. They really make it difficult for you to run your offense because they do a good job denying passes and pressuring the basketball. So I think it's a good matchup. there's certainly those areas where I think we'll need to perform well if we want to have success on Thursday.
Hey, Coach, you're in this time of year where there isn't class until the middle of January. Maybe tell us how important this is. You talk about getting better and better and better. This time of year, it's just basketball.
Well, it's a long break for us, almost 6 full weeks where our guys are out of class. So want to make sure we take advantage of our time. Each player has an individual development program that they're doing outside of practice time, whether that's the weight room or three-point shooting or post move, whatever it might be. So, and this is where you find out, the true basketball players. A lot of guys say they want to be great, but then they get all this free time and don't want to put in any work. So we're fortunate. We have a group of guys who love being in the gym. We've got elite level facilities that they get to use 24/7. And I just think it's important we continue to take advantage of that time, not only in the gym but also in the film room, studying tape and making sure we're making corrections and also continuing to emphasize areas of strength within our team and getting better in those areas as well.